Today, we're responding to a new Nick Smith campaign ad. It features Walker County resident Margaret Phillips. Our goal is simple: look at what's claimed, compare it to public data and open source information, and keep it factual. Then you can make your own informed decision. The spokesperson is a Walker County resident with a Jasper mailing address. She previously lived in a rural area outside Austin, Texas. Records show she donated $200 to the Smith campaign this year. She's also got two of Nick's small yard signs at her gated driveway, the only entrance to her large rural tract of more than 70 acres near the Winston County line. In the ad, she suggests she felt safer walking her dogs in Texas than she does here. That deserves some context. A 70-plus acre rural property offers long private walking space. It also sits in one of the lower crime areas of the county. That undercuts the impression that everyday safety in her immediate neighborhood is the reason for her stance. The ad leans hard on drugs as the defining issue for the speaker. Outcome data obtained from the Department of Public Health tells the story better than slogans. Overdose deaths in Smith's first 3 years increased year over year, and their total is more than double the number of deaths in the 3 years before he took office. EMS overdose calls rose from 213 in 2019 to 334 in 2023, with a brief minor dip in 2022. Emergency room overdose visits climbed each year as well, from 305 in 2018 to 490 in 2023. These are real-world harm indicators. They don't show a decline during Nick Smith's administration. The ad highlights baptisms and faith exposure in the jail as reasons the speaker supports Nick Smith. Good intentions matter. Results matter more. The sheriff's legal duties are straightforward: enforcement and custody. Evidence-supported ways to reduce reoffending include cognitive behavioral programs, education, and well-run treatment courts, typically funded or overseen outside the sheriff's office. If the goal is lower recidivism, invest in what the data says works, not good ideas with weak past performance data or poor efficacy. Accountability isn't just arrests, it's what happens in court. Recent district court figures show about 31% of those convicted between 2023 and 2025 were repeat offenders. Roughly 37% of cases were dismissed when a deputy didn't appear. When cases die on procedural issues, deterrence suffers, no matter the rhetoric about being tough on crime. Messaging choices matter too. The spokesperson appears more affluent than the typical Walker County resident. For example, she talks about golfing at the country club, which costs $1,200 for initiation and then a $330 monthly fee. Her house and property cost more than 3 times the median property value in the entire county. Ms. Phillips' perspective isn't likely a reflection of the median experience in a county where many families face different economic realities and struggle with financial decisions, often having to weigh paying bills versus buying food. Voters can decide whether this messenger speaks for them. Here's a simple checklist for voters. First, measure performance against the sheriff's statutory duties: public safety, lawful custody, and professional operations. Second, look at outcome metrics that are hard to spin: overdose deaths, EMS calls, ER visits, and case dispositions. Third, examine courtroom follow-through: appearances, dismissals, and repeat offender trends. Finally, Separate symbolism from results. Stories and photo ops are not the same as safer streets and sturdier cases. Campaigns tell you what they want you to hear. Data tells you what you need to know. If the results are strong, they'll show up in fewer overdoses, better case outcomes, and consistent courtroom performance. If they're not, no ad can cover that up. Review the record and make your decision.